If you're currently running Facebook ads for your agency or clients and you want to know when to actually kill your Facebook ads, when they're a waste of money, and the strategies that I use to really kill ads and kind of pivot and maybe, it's time to make new ones or whatever that, whatever ad set you're looking at, ad level, campaign, whatever the case may be, this is how I basically will kill or scale Facebook ads. So like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get right into this video.
Hey, my name is Jason Wojo. Welcome to my channel. I run a multiple seven-figure agency, so make sure you subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
So this video doesn't just pertain to Facebook ads or Google or Instagram, which is obviously Facebook, or other platforms. This is kind of how I look at anything. And when I look at Facebook ads, I'm always thinking about my CPAs, right? And that's why when we have clients, we usually make them download an app called Lifetimely. And this is more for the e-com space because it's harder to really know like your break-even ROAS when you have something called an LTV. And an LTV is the lifetime value of a customer, right? And a lot of clients don't look at that. I have clients who have no clue what an LTV is and they're making 7 figures a year. And I'm like, how do you not know what your lifetime value per customer is? And then they download Lifetimely and now they know like, hey, within month 3, my customer's worth this month. Within month 5, they're worth this. Within month 6, they're worth that. So now if they have 6 months of cash flow saved up, they can afford to spend a little bit more on ads to acquire a customer. And they play the long game, right? Because they're using email, SMS, retargeting campaigns. They're pushing out daily content organically. Like they're able to make more money on that LTV standpoint. So for example, right, if I'm selling, let's take my hair oil product for example. It's 27 bucks, right? And my AOV is about $44. And my margins on that product, if I'm paying $6 to $10 including shipping, so let's say 10 bucks on a 27, that's about a 39% margin. So 61% is my profit, right? So 61% is my profit on a on a $44 average order value. So usually people are buying, more than one bottle, they're buying 2 bottles. So now it's about 14 bucks and the shipping's about $6. So I mean, it would obviously vary, but I need to know though how much that customer is actually worth in month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6, so that I can actually know like, hey, if your break-even CPA right now, say for example, is like 28 bucks, the most I'm willing to pay right now for a customer is $28, and you have campaigns running right now that are 31 bucks, 32, 33, 34, how do you actually know those are unprofitable, right? Even though you're looking at your ROAS and you might have your tracking, right? And you're saying, well, if I'm paying 32 bucks, I'm technically losing money if my AOV is $44. But you're not looking at your LTV, because what if by month 3 or month 6, they've bought 3 more times? They're buying 4 to 6 bottles. What if the customer's LTV is $75, within 6 months? If they're worth $75 at month 6, all you have to think about right now is, do I have 6 months to pay for that customer? Yes. Okay, if you have that kind of cash, if you don't, then you got to play the short game. But if you have enough long-term cash, then you could play the LTV game of like, okay, I'll pay $32 now for 75 because that's over a 2 ROAS. Now I'm actually profitable. I think about it in a 6-month time frame. And also, if you look at a 6-month time frame, I'm also going to have more customers, which means that when I have more customers, I'll be able to generate more revenue. Even if I do break even, I can make more bulk purchase orders for my inventory. I can save more money on my COGS and ultimately maybe save more money on my shipping, build a better relationship logistic wise, and I can just make more money in a 6-month time frame instead of a 1-month time frame. So when I really look at cutting Facebook ads, I'm thinking about what my 6-month LTV is. And if you don't know what that number is, I really suggest that you really crack down on your numbers and find out what your customer is worth by month 6. And you can stretch your CPAs a little bit, because I know a lot of advertisers are like, oh, I want a 2, 3, 4, 5 ROAS. Well, when you're trying to run like an actual brand, not like a service-based business like an ad agency like me, like you actually have to be concerned with the long term. You can't always be trying to make a quick buck every single week just to profit. You have to be willing to spend that kind of money to acquire emails, acquire SMS subscribers, acquire data in your Facebook pixel, like have enough cash flow coming to where you can just simply break even for a little bit. And then obviously you have cash in the back end that's helping you with living expenses, etc. And maybe another business you're running, whatever the case may be. But that 6-month LTV should now be factored into what your actual break-even CPA is. So that's why I'm okay spending $32, $33, $34 to get a conversion, because that customer is worth more to me. Also, even if I am paying 34 bucks, what if those people are paying for 3 bottles now and 4 bottle bundles? I would look at my ROAS and say, okay, well, my ROAS is a 1.7, my break even's a 1.6. Okay, technically with processing fees and taxes, that's not really profitable, but in month 6, my ROAS is technically a 2.3, 2.4, so now I have to think about what that number is. So you should really evaluate your numbers more as a business owner, because most people will cut their ads because of the short-term CPA that they want to generate profits, when you should be looking at what your LTV is. When I do cut campaigns, I'm only thinking about that 6-month LTV. And then as far as scaling campaigns, I'm basically just looking at is this creative working? Are the CTRs good? Are the CPCs good? If I have this one interest that says $50 a day, how do I scale that? Well, I just simply duplicate it and spend $100 a day on the new ad set, same creative, and I run it. The reason why I do though is because I'm trying to basically double down on what's working. I'm not trying to duplicate and reinvent the wheel and find a new interest and spend more money on something that I know is not working. I would simply duplicate without raising that current ad set's budget too quickly. Just duplicate and double the budget. You now are pushing more fuel from a new learning ad set that can now fuel the original ad set, and now you have 2 ad sets working together to get you data. So I hope this video answered a lot of questions. If you have any more questions about LTV or cutting campaigns or current campaigns you are running, just comment down below, or you can just like the video, comment your question, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you guys again for coming by, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.
Hey, my name is Jason Wojo. Welcome to my channel. I run a multiple 7-figure agency. For the past 4 years, I've helped generate me and my clients over $75 million, and I've been featured in Entrepreneur Magazine and New York Weekly's 30 Under 30.